to stand up and make sure everybody can hear you. Tell me your name first.
So this is going to be your compost bin, right? This is made up of plastic. You can even have a terracotta based or a plastic base. You can make your own as well at home. So you need holes drilled across the bucket. Why is that needed? Any idea? Yeah, very good. So it's aerobic composting. So you need the circulation of air inside this bin when you start adding the organic materials. So that's why you need holes drilled at certain distance across the bin, so there is equal amount of air distribution inside the compost bin. So first what we are going to compost bin. Okay, so you add nice handful of 2 to 3 handfuls of browns at the bottom, so that once you start adding your wet waste, right, your organic material, your kitchen peels, food scraps, etc., they are rich in thrown as trash in the wet waste bin. So instead, those peels from your fruits as well as from your vegetables, those are all your wet waste which can be added. Okay, so even your floral waste, all these are organic materials. These will easily biodegrade, or nature can digest it. That is why these are all called as organic material. So we will start adding some of this kitchen waste. The next layer is nothing but wet waste. It can be even your cuttings from your garden. Once you clean your garden, what do you get out of it? Leaves. The plants cuttings, the leaves, right? The greens. So all the greens come under your wet waste, or that is what you're going to add as the second layer. So one tip what you have to follow is, don't add big chunks. It's at the second layer, which is again your browns. It can be cocoa peat, or it can be crushed dry leaves as well. Okay, so now this, how many layers have I added now?
3.
What are the 3 layers?
Browns, wet waste and
Browns, right? So I've alternately added. Now what I need to add again, now that this browns is done, say this is day 1, now you're finished, it's Monday. Now Tuesday you come back to this, again we will start cooking, right, for the next day. You will get more kitchen waste. So the next day, second day, you start adding more of the wet waste, which is your, again, kitchen fruit peels and vegetable peels. So this forms the next layer again. You can add that as well. All the garlands or whatever in puja room with the floral waste that comes in, that also can get into the compost bin. All these are organic materials. Okay, so I have added the 4th layer of this, and then I'm going to top it with browns again. So what we are actually doing here, we are just sandwiching this. Isn't this like a sandwich? You have 2 different layers, because some people get scared that ants, cockroaches or flies will come, right? So you have to keep the lid closed. And this is now going to be ready, like she mentioned, after 30 days or 40 days, depending on how your composition is going to happen. But is this enough? Just you keep on adding greens and browns and will it be done? What else do we need to do? What am I missing?
worms.
That is for vermicomposting. So like Aarti mentioned, you have aerobic as well as vermicomposting, right? Gold or compost at the end of 30 days or 40 days. So imagine all this browns, all this waste which we used to throw earlier, the browns and the greens, this after 30 days, it becomes into this beautiful black gold. You see the color? There is no smell. See? It's earthy smelling. Like what happens on the ground, what happens in the forest floor which happens, right? It is a natural process. We don't disturb. Nature does itself. We are just trying to replicate it. We are just trying to copy what happens in the nature in the forest. So ideally, if you go to a forest, when it rains first time, do you like the smell? When the first time, what is it called?
Moisture.
Petrichor, right? It is the smell of the first rain when it hits the earth. So all those are like the earthy smell that we get from nature. So similarly, your compost also will not smell, it will not rot. It is a nice earthy smelling. See the amount of moisture, it will not stick to your hand as well. This shows the compost has happened perfectly. If it is clay, if it is soil, it will stick to my hand, right? But see, the compost doesn't stick even though I press it. So it is perfect. So the balance of greens and browns and moisture is the secret or key recipe to make a perfect compost. Okay? So what I'm going to add now, I have this layers of browns and greens, right? But I see that the process is getting delayed. Why? Because I don't have micro